All right, so now we gotta move on to this other story, and this just happened today. Luckily we got in time to talk about it on the podcast about my girl SONYA DEVILLE.
Trash, bro. Not her. The situation.
The situation.
I was like, damn.
Oh, not her. Not her. That's why I had to clear it up real fast. Not her.
SONYA DEVILLE. This is terrible. What's been going on with SONYA DEVILLE? That there was a guy, and everything has been released about this guy. This guy's name's Philip A. Thomas. Philip A. Thomas is accused of stalking SONYA DEVILLE on social media. He was found inside her home with a knife, plastic zip ties, duct tape, and mace. Thomas has never met DeVille, but has reportedly stalked her on social media for years. According to the sheriff's office, Thomas began planning the abduction 8 months ago. Around midnight, Thomas parked his car at Idlewild Church off of Dan Mayberry. That's somewhere in South Carolina. Highway, and walked to her house. Thomas cut a hole in the patio screen and remained on the patio for 3 to 4 hours while watching and listening through the windows. At around 2:43 a.m., DeVille went to bed and Thomas entered the house through the back door, which activated her alarm. DeVille looked out the window and spotted Thomas, who fled the scene with a guest in his car. That's when DeVille called 911. Thomas has been charged with aggravated stalking, armed burglary and dwelling, attempted armed kidnapping, and criminal mischief. He is being held without bail.
Why is that a charge? I'm sorry. Criminal mischief.
Wow.
That's out of fucking pocket, bro. What? You sat on the patio for 3 to 4 hours just listening to her?
That reminds me of another killing. Something similar as a killing, though. But, it was something similar to that, of what the dude did. They kind of stalked her for months. But that dude, he was a fan, so he asked for her autograph, and she gave it to him. And then he went back 30 minutes later and asked for another autograph. She said no, then he just pulled out the Uzi and just shot her.
Was this the Christina Grimmie case you're talking about? Or something?
Nah, this is let me look her name real quick.
Because
I forgot. Well, yeah, it happened in the 80s though.
But I say because the Christina Grimmie thing did happen, where the guy came and shot her in the face and shot him.
Her name was Rebecca Schaefer.
I remember that story.
First off, I want people to understand that because this happens to a lot of women. But this ain't the first time we've heard about cases like this in pro wrestling, where these men have gone out, stalked these women, and tried to bring harm to them. Now, I'm letting you know right now, if Homeboy wanted to square with DeVille, he would have got his ass kicked. But she's a UFC fighter. Yeah, I'm saying so.
Did he want to like kidnap her? Or did he want to kill her? Like
it could have been killing afterwards, but I'm saying, but it was planned on being kidnapped. So I don't know.
They must have evidence of his plan or something. If they know for sure he was trying to kidnap her.
But just the thought of that that's fear. I say like that's traumatizing.
Yeah, she tweeted not too long ago and said she's doing all right now.
Yeah,
and she appreciates everybody's well wishes and things like that.
But
that's nuts. Like, why are people so off their rocker? When I saw this story, somebody posted this and was like, "See, now I get why Sasha Banks don't want nothing to do with them folks who be stalking her flights and meeting her at the airport." And I'm like, I get it, because you gotta be in a certain kind of mindset to do shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, to stalk somebody's flight, meet them at the airport when they there, you in the same, I can't say you might be on the same level of criminality, like you'd go and do something like he did, but you gotta have a certain mindset to be like, I'm gonna go and wait on somebody's patio for 3 to 4 hours until they go to sleep and then go in their house. Like, what?
Yeah, that's
So just real quick, if y'all had a patio, would y'all check your patio before y'all go to bed? Y'all just say, "I'll forget it."
You know what? I honestly probably would, because there's a slight sense of security that I have to the point where it's just like every night before I go to bed, like I make sure, like for some reason, like the chain is on the door. To get an extra day of protection. So sometimes I know my wife comes down when she gets her coffee in the morning. She's like, "Why the hell the chain on here?" I do that all the time. I always check the back door, make sure I have my my little leverage thing underneath the handle to make sure the back door is cool and stuff like that. Those are the things that it's just common things. I've been doing it for so long, and besides, I grew up with a very paranoid grandmother.
I mean,
God rest her soul. So
I'm not mad at you. I get it, cause I put the chain on when I lived in the hood. Put the chain on the door, but I also had other things.
Yeah.
That would combat you if you came past that chain. But but like I'm one of the people. If I got a sliding screen door, I put the stick in the slot so you can't open it anyway. He apparently cut a hole in the screen. Yeah. But for the ones that are glass, I'm putting a stick in the thing. So you ain't if you jiggle it, it's going to set that alarm off. Yeah. So I probably would make sure it's nobody, like I don't know what the area she lives in looks like, but if I lived in a place that was surrounded by like woods and trees and like darkness, yes, I would definitely check my shit. Like,
and she got like a pool and all that kind of. She live in that type of area.
Oh yeah, hell no, we not doing that. Because every horror movie we ever see is somebody who live in some like far off place where the house is completely surrounded by darkness and your next neighbor ain't for a mile or some shit like that. No, we ain't doing that.
No, yeah, I gotta agree with you on that. With that would just creep me out as it is. So, but just your thoughts, like, cause you know that is really horrifying. I can't remember who else this happened to somebody else years ago. But they didn't get that far. But I'm just like, I'm sitting there thinking, like, almost afraid, like, what if that alarm didn't go off?
That's what somebody else said.
Or what if she didn't have that alarm?
Somebody was like, what if her alarm hadn't went off? Something bad could have happened to her. They just put out something saying WWE has banned touching, like, of their superstars at, like, meet and greets. And they put up all of these pictures of the women looking super uncomfortable with these creepy looking dudes. And listen, I say what I said, creepy looking dudes hugging on them.
Yeah, that Becky Lynch picture?
That Becky Lynch picture was creepy. The one with Carmella wasn't as creepy, but she looked clearly uncomfortable.
Now the one with Alexa Bliss was just weird.
Alexa Bliss didn't look uncomfortable.
Come on, man, that was just Anthony. Relax.
Yo,
inside joke, people. Tell me.
Oh my god, bro! I ain't never seen no shit like that in my life. But like we've seen these pictures when we waiting in line at Comic-Cons. People really be doing the most.
Yeah, and you know, Paige ain't helped at all when she came. But
no, she did not. She be doing whatever.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. But I mean, we that was years ago. We got past that. But yeah, you know, because there are some very sick individuals that are out here in this world that wants to bring harm to people, especially these women, especially when they can't get their way. And like, you never know what could have been. It could have been, like I said, he just had a knife and zip tie trying to plan a kidnapping. And like I said, I'm not going to sit here and say, you know, because I don't know how that would happen. Like I said, once again, Sonya Deville is a trained fighter. So, in other words, you know what I'm saying, he would have had a tough-ass time, you know what I'm saying, trying to kidnap that woman. But I'm glad he didn't even get to that point. But he could have had an immobilizer, such as a gun. Yeah. No matter what training you have,
a gun is a gun.
A gun is a gun. You know what I'm saying?
A gun is a gun.
So it doesn't matter. So, but I'm glad that she's safe. I am truly glad that she is safe. And like I said, she does play a character on TV, but she's a human being. Yeah. And it just frightens me so much to think that, like, I know now, like I said, I don't know necessarily how things go, but I know now she has to be paranoid. There's no way I won't be checking my patio 4 or 5 times throughout the day to make sure that there's nobody on my patio. I'll be freaking the fuck out.
Should probably just like not move, but like for the next couple days, just stay somewhere else.
Or have somebody stay with her.
Nah, I don't, because I think she does stay with somebody.
Oh, she do? Oh.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I said she want to stay somewhere else, just to be sure.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Or either she wants
to stay with Braun or something. Who knows?
Yeah. I was saying, but there's that level of what I'm saying. I mean, she may be doing all right, but like I said, but as the days go on and stuff like that, that's a traumatizing event. It's like when somebody invades your personal space, or when somebody is clearly trying to bring harm to you. It's like automatically there's just paranoia. I remember when like this is nowhere near the case of Sonya Deville, but we was ordering from Uber, and they said they put something on the outside of our steps, and apparently somebody stole it. So they got my wife very paranoid, because when somebody can just walk up in your personal space and take something that's yours, or they don't care, or whether it brings harm to you physically, mentally, emotionally, that will fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? There have been times where people have come up in my driveway and stole stuff out of my car. And it fucks with you, because it's so close. You know what I'm saying? It's right there. It makes you super paranoid. So once again, those are not cases where it's like, okay, man, I know exactly what she's going through. I do not, because like I said, nobody tried to kidnap me. God forbid that ever does happen. But what I'm saying is, the invasion of personal space will really fuck with your mind. And I truly hope because this dick, you know what I'm saying, like whatever he gets in the jail, whatever time he gets, he deserves more on top of that. He deserves to get his ass beat.
Oh God, he might.
Because you know what I'm saying, I don't fuck with the women, I don't fuck with the kids. You don't bring no harm to them.
Honestly, you shouldn't be bringing no harm to nobody. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? I'm just curious. Like, for what reason? Why would this pop in your mind? Like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go kidnap Sonya Deville. Like, what?
I don't even know what the game plan was. I don't know if he was in love with her, or like he wanted her to be him, even though like she would have no interest in him. And if you was talking to her that much, you would know. Or if it was a jealous thing, or if he probably truly wanted to bring harm to her.
But I think he might have been obsessed with her, because they were saying that they found posts like from his social media, because he had been, of course, following her. When people would say stuff, that he would be like jump in and like be in defense of her, kind of thing. So he might have been obsessed with her.
Yeah, and usually with dumb dick holes that can't, when they're obsessed with somebody and they can't get a woman or anything like that, they want to just jump and they want to try to kidnap and make it seem like we can spend our life together. No, nigga, that ain't how. Excuse me, I broke my leg. I broke it. I'm sorry. Man. It pissed me off. Yeah, sorry.
What's it called? Hit a Myron from Players Club. I know you remember what I'm talking about. When he followed her home.
Players
Club. Yeah.
Players Club. When he Diamond had the regular named Myron, and he used to follow her home. And one day he showed up at the bottom of the steps and tried to push his way in the apartment. How y'all not remember this? Players Club come on every 5 minutes on a black television station somewhere. How?
No, but we got Terrence Howard Pride today.
Stop it. We're not doing this.
So, yeah, she like I said, she thanked everybody. She probably needs to stay with somebody. You know, I don't know if that's going to affect her work. It can, and it shouldn't be an issue if it does.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know everybody wants, like the and then you got to that anger and frustration out on something.
Just don't let it be Mandy, bro. She ain't do nothing.
You know what I'm saying? No, but I know they really tight in real life, but
I mean, I'm just saying, all jokes aside, I'm glad she's fine. I'm glad they caught this guy.
And this guy worked at Applebee's?
And it didn't.
No, seriously.
I know, I saw that. They're just like, why y'all put that in there?
Like all the creeps work at Applebee's.
That's some random ass thing, and be like, this Applebee's crew member, because that's what it said on the story I read. I was just like, why did we include that? All right. But yeah,
the man said he wanted his credit too.
I'm glad it didn't escalate further, because we were just talking about this like off air about something completely unrelated, but the fact that I saw one of the Young Bucks had put up they they took a break from social media because somebody was putting up the location of their house and all of that. Like, y'all, this is not real, right? This is TV. Like,
yeah. And it's hard when you playing a bad guy on television. You're almost not bad guys on television like that. Yeah. But still, and like I said, I've never been a guy for social media, but I never tried to down anybody that's part of it. And then once getting this YouTube channel, I am indirectly exposed. Period. Say with YouTube and try to get social media to get more followers and stuff like that, subscribers and stuff like that, and then eventually that the whole world is not kind. No. To you at all.
A lot of folks on the internet are very miserable.
Yeah, and it brings fear that when you have different YouTubers and different people that gain almost celebrity overnight, and people there may be some that just, even if you're bottom of the card or high on the card, if people are infatuated with you, people do some crazy things. Like I said, we've joked about this, but the guy that came to the Comic-Con really trying to kill Jason David Frank, is a problem. Yes. And like I said, it is a true problem. Like I said, once again, if he had that gun, he got his ass handed to him.
I say mental health is a very real issue here that does not that is not handled properly a lot of the times. So then you end up with incidents like this.
Yeah. I'm sorry that she had to go through. I wish I should get experience. We got to keep repeating that, but I had to bring it up. I had to talk about that and bring awareness. Say, be safe out there. Usually, it's not much. I mean, like I said, thank God for that alarm, because you just never know what could happen. Like I said, even her being a trained fighter, if somebody comes at you in your sleep, you know what I'm saying, you already dazed and confused, and then if you get maced in your sleep, you get stabbed in your sleep, you know what I'm saying, then you're automatically immobile. Those are immobilizers right there in the first place. When it comes to, especially when you're dazed and confused, because like I said, he ain't dumb enough to go up against her square one-on-one.
That's why his ass sat on that porch for 3 hours.
Yeah. So burn in hell. Seriously.
That's how we gonna end the story.
Burn in hell. That's how we do it. Yeah, I really don't give.
I wasn't ready for that send off, but all right.
No, I really don't give a fuck what happens to him, because what I'm saying, that's inexcusable to me. And like I said, I really have a problem when you bring harm to. You shouldn't bring harm to nobody, but the women and kids really bothers me.